Hey, what's up? This is DJ Mac, and right now we are going to get into discussion of this sync button. We're going to crush the theories about it's the bad thing to do, and it's very, I don't know, the cliche thing is it's cheating, and I just want to kind of destroy that theory about that. Mainly because people just assume that it just DJs for you. It doesn't really do that. All it does is it catches your BPM up to speed. Um, Mainly, I'm using it for songs that are slower than the others. I mean, by like a long shot. Um, so, for instance, you can see in my deck here in Tractor that on the deck B, this track right here, Man with the Red Face, is at 124 BPM, and the song on the left side is actually at 98 BPM, which is Lean On, and that's the Club Killers Trap remix. But remix or not, it's still 98 BPM. And the whole point of this is to remix them, right? Now they're both at different speeds, so that means one has to catch up to the other. So I'm actually going to turn the Lean On Club Killers remix uh, into kind of a upbeat like house beat, but still have the integrity of the actual song. So I'm gonna play Man with the Red Face first, and I actually have a loop in there, so that way I'm just using that up tempo house beat just to really speed up the Lean On remix. So this is what it's gonna sound like. So I'm gonna turn the deck B into the master deck. that's pretty much it. So you see how I was able to like actually remix the actual song live, you know what I mean, without losing any integrity of the actual song. Um, if you heard some like extra like crazy like build up beats, I was actually using the MIDI Fighter 3D. You gotta pick that up, man. That is just like that intensifies like any genre of music, especially if it's got some type of beat, because it had the mapping I'm using. I'm trying to remember the name to it. Oh yeah, it's called Decrat. You can just download it off the DJ Tech Tools website under their MIDI controller mappings. Man, like this mapping with like the MIDI Fighter 3D is unbelievable. So it actually intensifies the actual beat. So even though I had Lean On in the background, I was actually like, doing a lot of beat mashing effects with the other house song, Man with the Red Face. So I kept the loop going, but I was beat mashing it a lot, so that way I can like really have fun with the song instead of just kind of just waiting for one song to blend in and one song to blend out. Like it's just like I said, anybody could really do that. Like once you learn how to count to four and kind of match the BPMs, like congratulations, you can beat match. But being able to like know the songs that will kind of like actually work together, it's amazing. You know what I mean? If you kind of notice, even the keys aren't too far apart because one is in major, one's in minor of 11. So, even not even realizing that, like I was just kind of playing with the music and it just kind of, it worked with each other. Um, but yeah, like I said, just having fun with it. You know, sync is used so that you can actually remix something, not so you can just sit there and just, hit sync just to, for the sake of it and just to like, you know, beat match when you can't beat match. It's like you should already know how to do that. If you're using sync, you're using it so that way you can intensify something. Like you know why you're using it. You're not just using it because it's a cop out and you don't have any idea how to beat match and you give up. Like no, you should definitely learn how to beat match because you're understanding like how two records are fusing together. Um, Again, I already know how to do beat matching, um, even before I even got any of these controllers or anything like that. Like I had fun doing that, but now it's like it's time to level up. Like it's I don't want to be called like people are like, oh, you're living the old school and you DJ one way. It's like cool if a person wants to DJ that way, that's fine. But for me, there's just so much stuff out there that I have to learn. My mind is about expanding, not just staying content in one way of doing things. And I believe if you feel like expanding, expand your mind, create new stuff, have fun. But that was pretty much my point. Is use sync wisely. Know when to use it. I tell this to people all the time. A ninja knows all of his weapons, even the ones that he least uses. You know what I mean? Or the weapon that he least likely is to use. That's the one that's going to save his butt at the end of the day. So know all your weapons. Okay, all of your weapons. You bought Tractor. You bought Serato. You bought it for a reason. Use the equipment. You know what I mean? Um, just don't overuse one thing to compensate for something else. Use everything, not just the sync button all day, but use your EQs, your remix decks, use everything. Like everything that you bought, use everything. Because I see a lot of DJs that they do the same thing, and then they call themselves like a DJ because they've been DJing the same way for like 10 years, and then they're just like, yeah, I'm a DJ. It's like, but you're not expanding anything. You're not doing anything new. You're just doing the same thing, and then anybody that does something different, you want to just like yell down their throat. So for me, I'm like, hey, use what you got and do what you need to do. So this is DJ Mac. I'm out. I hope this video inspired a lot of people to just try new things. Like I said, get the MIDI Fighter 3D. That thing is wow. It's tip of the iceberg right now, man. It's tip of the iceberg. So have fun and yeah, keep having fun. That's the way you create good music. All right, peace.